Hi. So just had coffee with Johanna from Sidekick Studios, who are a really interesting little studio doing, yes, call it service design historically, but these days focusing on digital product design, and really interesting mix of corporate clients and working with startups and spinning out their own intellectual property as startups as well. So yeah, really exciting studio doing interesting things. But we ended up talking while we were having coffee, talking about how do you bring that creativity and energy from the startup environment into a more kind of corporate ecosystem. So whether or not that's running hackathons or working with clients on prototypes and those sorts of things. And there's actually a number of different tensions that come with that. One of the things is that if you show a client a prototype that you've built in a weekend, and they're involved in that process, they can get really excited and say, wow, look, if we can do that in a weekend, imagine what we can do in a week. And so you'll have the whole thing done by next Tuesday. And of course, in reality, actually what you've done is built a minimum viable product, which is, or actually more often just a really, really basic prototype. So the tensions around how do you actually understand in the language. There are a bunch of unspoken cultural assumptions about the startup ecosystem and how startup creativity works that aren't necessarily shared by someone who's used to a more kind of corporate environment. So if you show them a beautiful mock-up, they might be tempted to say, oh, well, just build that.